The best revenge that you can obtain is finding happiness in spite of everything that's happened in your life. What's good, everybody? Rhetorical question. Life. My name is Heavy Bree, and welcome to my channel. And if you're watching this on a Friday, which is when it's been recorded, happy Friday. And if this is your 508th time on my channel, welcome back. Appreciate every single last one of you who leave likes, who leave comments, and who subscribe to the channel. Appreciate every single last one of you. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen to me rant, listen to me talk about whatever it is I talk about. But let's get back to what I was talking about in the beginning, looking all vague and stuff. In life, we all go through some stuff. Some of us go through some really heavy stuff, no pun intended, and some of us go through, some serious stuff. But one person's threshold for pain might be higher or lesser than the next person's. But one thing for sure is we're all going through something in our lives. We've all been through something in our lives. Especially if you've gotten to a certain age, like you're in your 20s or your 30s or whatever, or even older, man. The older you get, you're going to go through some stuff, man. You're going to go through heartbreak. You're going to lose people in your life, whether through death or through, just drifting apart, I mean, it is what it is. But the best thing that you can do is find something that makes you happy. But not something exterior, but something interior. That makes any sense. But yeah, you got to find something that's internal within you that gives you happiness, that brings you happiness and everything. That's why I feel, whether you're an artist or not, I think everybody has a little bit of an artist in them. Everybody has a little bit of something in them that will allow them to express themselves creatively. That's why, I feel like everybody should, have a journal or a diary or something that they write down every single day to, keep themselves grounded. I've been journaling for almost about 15 years, and when I don't journal, I kind of feel kind of crummy. I kind of feel, I just don't really feel well when I don't journal. But when I do journal, I always feel great. I always end up coming up with cool, creative ideas and everything, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've been, kind of been, skipping on some of my journal entries, there's no excuse for none of that, but I still try to journal at least once a day and everything, so that way I can keep my mental right. And I feel I know that if we all journal, or if we all draw or sketch or do something that's creative every single day, it will make you happy, and if we search for things outside of ourselves to make us happy, we will never truly be happy. Yeah, you can get a car. Yeah, you can get a partner. Yeah, you can have kids. Yeah, you can get a house. Yeah, you can get that job. But here's the thing, though: all those things that are outside of yourself will one day be gone. The kids are gonna move out of the house, and depending on how great your relationship was, they may or may not call. That person in your life who you decide to marry or keep with you will eventually, either you will depart them or they will depart you, before or after and everything. And, that house that you have, I mean, if you got the money, if you can afford the property tax, you'll be good. But you have to maintain, as long as you maintain that property tax and the mortgage and all that stuff, then that house will eventually one day be, gone, I mean, everything that you have, everything outside of yourself is outside of your control. And if you watch my last video, then you'll know that like trying to control things outside of yourself or have control over things outside of yourself is what creates stress. So, to find true happiness, you have to look for something deep within yourself and express it or put it into some kind of form so that you can find inner peace and happiness, you know? And no matter what you've been through in your life, a breakup, a betrayal, some kind of dark stuff and everything, man, like, I mean, I've never been to prison. I've never, like, I never had dealt with any serious or life-threatening betrayals or anything. I mean, I've had people turn their backs on me. I've had people like cut me off. I've had people like, I've like haven't spoken to in years and everything, whether we ended on good terms or bad terms or whatever terms and everything. But one thing I choose to do every single day, that in spite of whatever happened to me in my life, I choose happiness. Because I got so much to be grateful for. I'm alive. I got all five of my senses. I'm debt free. I'm creative. I got so many opportunities like coming my way and everything. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just stating the facts and everything. And when you take inventory of all of your blessings and everything that you need to be grateful for, you will start to be more happier in your life. Like every morning when you wake up, take out a piece of paper, and on each line, write down one thing that you're grateful for, man. Like having all five of your senses, having your health, having your fitness, waking up indoors if you have a home and everything, having a computer in your hand, all this give a lot of good stuff going for you, bro. And if you're young, oh my god, bro, you got so many blessings, man. Life is amazing. Don't let any of these crusty, bitter, jaded MFers tell you otherwise, bro. Growing up is awesome, though. Like, as long as you stay creative, keep your mind fresh, keep learning, keep being creative, count your blessings every day, stay healthy and all that good stuff, bro. Life, it just gets better, bro. It really does. And everything. But if you also don't compare your life to somebody else's highlight reel, because when you go on social media, that's all you're doing is looking at people's highlight reels. You don't see their other struggles that they're dealing with, and you don't have to, and they don't have to see yours. So just be grateful for what you got, bro, and just choose happy, man. Because like I said, man, the best revenge in life is finding happiness in spite of anything that's happened to you. Peace and blessings, and may you have a prosperous day.